What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Video Maniac, Mikey Guy, James, what up? Monkey, Kawaii, Aiden, Furs is over there. What up, Furs? Did they update again? No. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, there was a hotfix, a couple of hotfixes that went out. What's going on, Shadow Shot, Wither King? What's up, y'all? Merry Christmas to you all that celebrate Christmas. And it's already Christmas at some of y'all's house. Pretty close to it, anyway. Anyway, let's get some runs going here. So I'm gonna be doing a big holiday giveaway, but I'm not 100% certain on all the prizes yet, so it's not out yet. But keep an eye on the YouTube channel tomorrow morning. There will be a video going up with it, and then of course when I get back to streaming again on Monday, we will we'll be promoting it. Would they change the build mechanics to an overhead view on all characters? No, you have to hit T, Raven. Like if you're building, say, an LT, this has always been in the game. You've got you got the over-the-shoulder DD2 style building, or if you hit T, it takes you to the top-down view DD1 style building. But if you hit T again, it takes you back to the default view. And Merry Christmas to you too, man. Anyway, speaking of LTs, let's do some LTs. Where do we want to start off today? Let's see. Well, why don't we start off right here? Why? There's some of these maps I don't know why I've never done, or I've never completed on mixed mode. It's the weirdest thing. Let's start off. Do we want to start off on Alk Labs? Let's start off on Alk Labs. Oop. Make it public. Lightning King difficulty. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, that's always been there. The reason is it was very mixed. What people said they wanted when the game was first being developed. Where, like, you know, I'm used to more of the DD2 style building. So, you know, that's how I generally build. Let's see. Who else we have in deck? We got some fancy overclocks. We'll use them fancy ones. Maybe we want to throw some traps in with it. I got mixed emotions over here. Part of me wants to just spawn camp it. I don't think I can, though, the way I place those R's. Oh, no problem, man. That throws a lot of people off. What's up, Lucas? Are the new pets? No, no pets in DD2. Or it's all about Dragolich. Pets are a cosmetic thing. You get them for the collection, but I mean, you know, it's all about Dracolich. Let's do this. I think this will hold the side lanes no problem. Now the question is, doesn't look like it got the traps. Nope, it didn't. I can move them up. Augie, what's up? Merry Christmas to you too. Getting ready to one of the benefits of living with the wife and the mother-in-law is, like, You know, both of them have their idea of what they want for Christmas dinner and what they want to do, and you know, I reap the rewards of that because now we're having a big Christmas Eve dinner, and then tomorrow we're gonna have a big Christmas dinner as well. Like my mother-in-law wanted steak, and I'm all about the steak, you know, and my wife wanted ham. So today the wife is cooking a ham, and tomorrow the mother-in-law's making steaks. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see, what do we got left? We want to get some LTs just because LTs are cool. How do we want to do it? We can go 3, I guess. I wanted to try to take advantage more of the overclock, the overdrive rune, but let's just do this instead. Make it a Coca-Cola glazed ham. Wow, that sounds fancy. I'm not, you know, some of y'all already know, but I grew up in the pork industry, so to speak, was the family business, and I'm not real big on ham anymore, specifically because of that. But, I mean, it does taste good, and I'm not going to complain. I'm going to eat it. Tips for people trying to beat the keep mix mode for the first time. Dude, that's a struggle. That's every single player, the first time they beat it, legit, they struggled with it. The first person to beat it, legit, the first person to beat it actually had a bug, and they beat it because of the bug. That same person was the first person to beat it legit, too, as far as I know, and it still took them, like, the entire day, 10, 12 hours. It's cold here, but it's warming up. It's been sub-zero the last bunch of days. And then now it's like, I think it's like 10 degrees Fahrenheit out. It feels warm. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, it's still well below freezing, but compared to the 15 below that we had a couple of days ago, it doesn't feel near as bad. Is Spam ham in a can? I'm not sure exactly what all is in Spam. I think there's probably some ham in there. I don't know what else is in there, though. Is the game worth it? Every game with Dungeon Defenders in the title is worth it, Forcible. Like, you're gonna... One thing that can be said about Dungeon Defenders games is you get a ton of playtime for the price you pay for the games. So, as far as, like, just looking at, like, hours of enjoyment, it's pretty darn tough to complain about a Dungeon Defenders game, you know? Just all of them. So, yeah, it's well worth it. It's on sale right now, too. I think all the Dungeon Defenders games are on sale. These little LTs ain't getting much work in, huh? It's a different game. DDA is more like DD1. Vlad, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, DDA plays more similarly to DD1. DD2 is kind of... Well, it's the only free-to-play Dungeon Defenders game, so it's kind of got its own systems in place because of that. Joey with the sub, thanks an absolute ton. I do appreciate you. You personally prefer the progression? Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to have their preference. But there's really, as far as just general enjoyment, there's really no wrong answer, you know? All the games are fun, so play all the games. I mean, God knows I've gotten my money's worth out of Dungeon Defenders games. I got a crazy amount of hours played. If you add up all the games combined, DD1, DD8, and DD2, I'm far, far into the multi-year played mark as far as hours. Just ridiculous amounts of playtime. You've heard mixed things about it? Yeah. The one of the issues, or one of the challenges I think Chromatic faces, is they do so many similarities between the games, like same heroes, same maps, etc., etc., that people's expectation is always, you know, DD2 players want it to be DD2, DD1 players want it to be DD1. You know, and it's not either of those. It's its own product. It's just, it's got so many familiar things in it that people's expectations are they want it to be whatever game is their favorite. But if you don't look at the other games and just look at the value you get out of the game itself, I mean, every one of them is just a great deal. Thanks for the follow there, Joey. Appreciate it. That's one of the unique benefits I had, and I had it with DD2 as well. Because remember, when DD2 came out, it got a lot of hate, you know? But one of the benefits I have is I'm able to separate and look at it as its own game and judge it off of its own merits, and not make it a direct comparison to one of the others. And it gives me, you know, it gives me a lot more enjoyment, to be honest. I don't expect it to be DD2. I don't expect it to be DD1, you know? This build is a little weak to the gen, it seems. You know what'll fix that? I think special enemy targeting on those LTs would have fixed that. Lots to come for DDA. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I've been pretty, I mean, not only pleased with the recent results, but kind of surprised too. I kind of, you know, I didn't expect a map for the holiday update. I expected a login event. I expected some sort of a cosmetic. But I did not expect a map. That's crazy, you know? And then we just got the Halloween map plus the episode 2 update. I mean, it's definitely, Phil's been working, man. Hopefully he's enjoying a little holiday time now and not hard at the grind. Doing a Maze of the Minotaur run. Maze of the Minotaur caught me real off guard, Shadow Shot. I got one shot when I ran into it, and I got that Minotaur charge or whatever it is, and he one-shot me. And then I went back in a little more cautious and was able to get the win. Still taking a nice break. Awesome, awesome. Fizzle says what's up. I don't know who you're talking about. Well, they're definitely putting work in against the demon, but I always back off because I don't want to accidentally loot the chest on the squire. I don't want the sword. I wants me the crossbow. Where you at, crossbow? Not the one I'm looking for. Not the crossbow I'm looking for. It'd be a decent kitty if it had 3 stats, but... Mana regen, health regen, brooch. Certainly cannot complain about that at all. We'll yoink that bad boy. We will yoink that one. Let's do one more. Let's do it slightly different different take. We'll do some always fun to pwn with the poons. Poning. Yep. Clear out some of this junk. Man, so close. That is probably a keeper. Alright, so we're going to use some poons. The fear, I mean, I just can't say enough about this update. It's a holiday update, right? I mean, who had expectations bigger than just getting a flare? I mean, I expected a login cosmetic. 100%. I did not expect to get this hero filter and everything. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Alright, how do we want to do it this time? Let's go heavy poons. Heavy poonage. Incoming. So we'll go a little lighter on the auras. Still think I want to put... Let's go 2 splodes here, just to be safe from the trash mobs on the back end here. Insanity! Thank you so much. I do appreciate the sub, man. Welcome, welcome. It's Leo, what's up? Merry Christmas from the Philippines. Well, Merry Christmas to the Philippines. I don't think we need anything up here. I think the poons will rock it. And the more DU, of course, we save, the more poons. Let's go 2. I'm going to check the targeting on these this time. Let me see. They're on special. Perfect. Just where I wanted them. We're gonna have enough for entire Poon Mayhem? Let's see. We need what? 12? Yeah, I think we'll have enough. We'll give all of these their own overclock, so we get the biggest benefit. And we'll get all kinds of Poonie in here. That gives us 5 left. Let's see. Let's do this. That gives us a crazy amount of range protection. And then, we want to DPS on somebody different. Let's DPS on the old summoner here with the Christmas presents. You got your free bank vault and bags. Nice, nice. It's not very difficult to set up multi-streams now. I'm not sure about TikTok, though. Does TikTok have full-length streams now? Like Twitter, Facebook, Steam, Twitch, YouTube, all that's all super easy. But I'm not certain about TikTok. I mean, if they're offering full-length streams now, then yeah, I'm sure. The present rain is just amazing here. That's so funny to watch. The Minotaur was a lot easier than expected. The Minotaur is super easy. You just have to avoid that charge and stomp thing. I saw a guy, I just kind of kited him around, but I saw a guy do it afterwards that said if you stay close to the wall, you avoid that stomp a lot of time. Johan, Merry Christmas to you as well. Thanks for joining, y'all. No, it's a holiday. We're going to be, tomorrow, of course, I'm going to take the day off with some family. But, for the entire rest of the year, we're going to be streaming Dungeon Defenders. Every day but Christmas. So yeah, it's going to be some good stuff happening. As I mentioned earlier, for those that are just joining, I've got a big giveaway going for the holiday. But it's not going to go live until midnight tonight. So there will be a video on my YouTube channel tomorrow morning. And then, of course, when I get back to streaming it, I'll post the links and all. It's going to run until the 1st. And then we got that crazy Rune giveaway as well. But that one is an unadvertised one because it's for people who watch my YouTube videos. But it's big. I'll tell you all that. If you don't watch my YouTube videos, you might want to go check them out, because it's big. 100 hours worth of grind big, I would say. The present thing is just the best pet. There's no set for the stealth. The sets only on the rogue only relate to the devices. So the gas, the electric, and the fire or inferno. The ability stat is what you want to focus on for the stealth. I'm not going to be grinding Lycan King now. My Lycan King grind time has already completed. I mean, I'll probably grind it again at some point just to look for upgrades, but they would be such small upgrades. This map, I know y'all are tired of seeing it, but this map right here, I could do just 1,000,000 times because of that brooch. It's definitely, out of all of my heroes, my brooch slot is my weakest slot. Overall. And it is a fun map. You can do a lot of different stuff, you know? You hope the next new hero isn't a DPS hero. You like towers? I like towers as well. We'll have to see. Phil has not given that info out. I mean, to be honest, I think there's probably a chance it's going to be a DPS hero only. Just because there's supposed to be 2 heroes per episode, and we've got the Summoner as one of those heroes. So, I mean, I would love to see something with towers too. But I do think that there's a solid chance it could be a DPS hero only. If that's the case, I just hope they're really fun, you know? Like the Rogue is fun to play. I should have saved a reflect beam. I've got all the runes already, so I'm not really interested in doing any rune trades. That, and I've got so many giveaways set up right now, I can't really do any trades right now anyway, because I don't... I'd have to go through at the list and look and see what's already promised for a giveaway and what's not. Dropping presents all over the place. So they got the time stacking right on those percent damage on repair pieces now. But there's something weird with the damage amount. Like it's only buffing base damage or something like that. So the amount of damage gain you get out of it is super, super small. Grinding runes is rough. I mean, they're super, super rare on the highest difficulty. So, like, if you're not playing mixed mode, hardcore, rifted, Lichen King bonus waves, your chances of getting a godly rune are just almost non-existent. Some people have had luck on Lichen King difficulty rifted survival. But, I mean, Phil straight up said the highest chances on mixed mode, you know? He didn't hide it. He came right out and told us. That is so funny the way these presents drop. It's just hilarious. But yeah, man, it's a hard grind getting those runes. I can tell you, it's kind of a embarrassing number almost, but my Steam hours said that I was in DDA 18 hours a day. 18 hours a day for like 2 weeks. More than 2 weeks. And that's what it took me to get the runes, all the runes. Plus I did trades too. You know, any duplicates. It was easier to find trades at the beginning because no one had anything. So someone got a duplicate and you got a duplicate, you know, there was a good chance that the dupes didn't match. But now that people are fine-tuned and trying to find more and more things, I mean, if you have the gold saved up, it'd be easy to find gold or find ones for sale now, I think, because people will be more focused on the cash money. That cash money. All right, let's see how we do here. We still got a tank. We got Wither King, so oh man. Gnomes, what'd you do that for, man? You stood right on top of him. If you're using towers, y'all, you can't start the fight standing back here. He's gonna flame your towers. But luckily, we still got him. Yeah, people have put some ungodly prices up. The problem is people are spending it. They're paying. And that's how it works with everything. If people are willing to pay the price, then the price will constantly get paid. You know? Alright, we'll do one more different one. What do you want to try? Let's do something different. Let's see. We could go, let's do some laser beams. I haven't done laser beams in a while. Make sure they are on special. They are. I think the same type of build, but laser beams will probably wreck it. Let's see. And once again, I don't think we need... I guess we could just throw some spiders in. To help slow the ogres up. Let's see. So, if we went... two here. We'll point these kind of this way. And then we'll point these kind of this way. And then we had two back here, right? And those can go straight on out. I think these things will just end up burning the boss. It actually, the DU is exactly the same, huh? I think the DU is identical. Will be one off because of the root. So for that, I guess let's go... I should have put them a little bit closer together, huh? Dang it. Can't do what I wanted to do. We'll do this. We won't protect the core this time. And instead, we'll protect the summoners. Give the summoners a little love there. Wonder if we'll get higher tier runes? I don't think we'll get higher tier runes. I do think we'll get more runes. I mean, there will be more runes added in, but I don't think it will go above godly. I mean, you never know. But I think I personally would probably be surprised to see it go above godly. Does it play good on the Steam Deck? That's pretty awesome, man. I'm gonna win me a Steam Deck here this holiday season. You watch. There's a bunch of different places giving away Steam Decks. Crytivo's giving one away. There's like 2 or 3. I've never won a big giveaway like that. That would be so awesome. Sorry, y'all. Sipping on the coffee here. I'll participate momentarily. Yeah, the level cap will increase to 110. That's already been confirmed. And there will be 110 gear. But it's not going to be... There won't be a tier above godly. It'll just be higher quality godly gear. It'll be 110 godly gear instead of 105 godly gear. Now, I think for the future goes, the sky's the limit, you know? If more people come back and are playing it, and the game is doing well on Steam and on the consoles, then yeah, we'll probably get a higher difficulty then. But I think a lot of that is dependent on just how things go in the future. My bot always spams the message up, but anyone who is playing the game and is enjoying it and would like to see major long-term development like that, one of the best things you could do is leave us a review. Like, leaving a review is more valuable than you spending $5 on a DLC, you know? It's going to bring more visibility to the game overall. But yeah, man, if reviews shoot up and a bunch of people are playing it again and people are enjoying it and having fun, there's no reason to think there won't be continued development in DDA for years. It's there if you play on PC. There's just the problem is there's no console on console. No console on console. How ironic. On PC, if you hit enter, it will show you in the chat log what damaged the core. Well, this is a cosmetic. The peta itself I'm using comes from the holiday map there, Tisa. But this Nutcracker is one of the holiday DLC cosmetics. I do think that there should be more flashing lights, so to speak, when your core takes damage. Like in DD1, for example, your core took damage. You're getting that on-screen indication. You know exactly what core it was. You can get over there and address it right away. I think that was the stuff. Cross-play is not coming, or has not been planned or promised ever. Cross saves, however, should be here at some point. Split screen too. I mean, split screen's a big promise they put out there. Still needs to happen. You know, technically, cross saves isn't even promised. Split screen, however, that straight up was a Kickstarter promise. Cross save, they said that they're 99% sure cross save will happen, but they never straight out said this will 100% happen. If you go back to those old live streams when they were kickstarting it, that was their wording. They're 99% sure they could get it to happen. Special enemy targeting would be the closest thing to you. It does Jin first. I think Sharkin are like maybe 4th or 5th on the list. It's like Jin, or maybe it is Sharkin or 2. I know Jin are number 1. Maybe it's like Jin, Sharkin, Lycan, Siren. I mean, there's nothing to set it at the very top of the priority list. Strongest measures their health, but if they're not the healthiest mob in the area, then something else will take it. It's more DPS, but it takes serious getting used to. You'll miss a lot of shots. It's got a really high mortar arc. It is more single target DPS, assuming the packages all hit. But you will miss until you get used to it. You'll miss a lot. Where the bomber is auto-tracked. That, and it's not that much of a gain. So, I mean, use whatever you're happy with using, you know? If you like the bomber more, use the bomber. I just think the presents are the funniest thing ever, watching them fly, so These aren't even very good pets that I'm using. Obi-Wan! What's up, Obi-Wan? You'll be very disappointed to hear I have still not finished Andor yet, Obi-Wan. The Rebellion will be seriously disappointed in me. I don't know, it's just... The starting episodes, it's just not enough Sith and Jedi for me. I don't know. I've had a hard time getting into it. Needs more Sith and Jedi. Disney doesn't pay you enough to care. That's fair. That is fair. No, they said there's not going to be a new mob type. It'll be a new boss and new map, but there won't be a new mob. New mobs, like they put in the Lycan with the episode 1 update, but the mobs are supposed to be tied to difficulty. Like Nightmare, Massacre, etc. Not necessarily individual updates. Yeah, there will be new weapons, new pet, potentially a new armor type or another Arcanist armor piece. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. I'm not sure on that. Somebody asked Phil that on the last dev stream, but he didn't really come right out and confirm or deny. Nah, they never said new mobs. New episodes, what's promised is 4 new maps, 2 new heroes. And that may even change, because, like, you know, if we're only getting 1 episode a year and it's 4 maps and 2 heroes, I would rather have 1 hero every 6 months and 1 map every 3 months, personally. Hey, you know? Well, we don't know, we don't know for sure. We know what artwork is out there for what maps will come eventually. That Castle Armory leaks. But we don't know for sure that that's in this next update. They haven't confirmed that quite yet. I think the Castle Armory would be a good encore map for Act 5, personally. I think that's a good map. And the artwork leaks look really good. You know, we'll be getting a Dragon Cannon boss weapon. I tell you what, I think it's possible there, Aramir. I mean, all we got to do is keep planting the seed, you know? One day, Phil will listen and give us that Dragon Cannon boss weapon. As long as they keep to their word of no servants' quarters, amen there. Four maps is awkward. Well, I mean, they could have removed maps from the earlier tiers and made it so it was only 4 in every tier, and then it wouldn't be so awkward, right? I don't care how many maps they have in each act. No Dungeon Defenders game has had the exact same amount of maps in each zone, you know? I mean, what they could do is just make it 4 in each one and then put a bonus maps tier. But, I mean, DD2 doesn't have the same number of maps in every zone. DD1 doesn't have the same number of maps in every zone, you know? Oof. Just can never get people to not run back by the towers to get the fire. If everybody's standing over here, he only shoots fire this way, and then no towers get hit. I mean, we lived. But just a FYI for y'all in the future. Man, another good roll that's not at the speed cap. It's such a bummer, man. Got a crappy brooch that time. Crappy kitty. Meh. Meh. Minor gloves. Got another crappy kitty. Boo. All right, so I'm gonna make a fresh group here, and we'll get a different map going. Feel free to rejoin, but just wanted to give anyone else an opportunity to pop in and get a few runs in. Get rid of some of this junk. Such a bummer, man, on the Steam robots. .4, getting closer. There's a repair and upgrade piece, but the roll on it is really low. Or one of them is armor. We don't need no armor. We don't need no stinking armor. The old pizza wings. Oh, yeah. I still haven't won all the Friday stream stuff. All right. Let's see. What next, y'all? What next? You want power, range, and rate on every piece of gear, and then only upgrade power, Belindus? Power, range, and rate, and only upgrade power is the general rule. Thought a good way to make pure strategy useful is it gives inverse stats gear, so like DPS armor and builder pets. That'd be cool as hell, but man, that would be a nightmare as far as the loot system goes. I mean, it would be a tremendous amount of work, but that would be very interesting. Yeah, percent damage and power. Rate is the third best, so if you get percent damage and rate or power and rate, it's still a pretty usable piece, but ideally you want percent damage and power on all the stuff. See, we got beams. Let's go beam up the Magus quarters. See if we can't get us a decent primitive piece here. Oops. This map is just... You can completely steamroll it with this PDS. Like, ridiculously so. See, I think here I want to switch one of my pets over for a striking. Going with 2 for more slow area. Pardon me. Oh, crap. You know what? Let me give these their own buff beam. Am I going to be able to fit 3 per? I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 3. God, I placed them so bad. Yeah, looks like 3 won't be a problem. Hell, we might be able to put some more stuff even. More stuff. Let's see. I'm going to want a different gemstone here. Do we have a striking around here anywhere? Shoot, man. They're all on heroes, aren't they? Shit. What do we have here? Here's a striking. We'll take that one. Alright, what else can we do? How about some spiders? Spiders never hurt, right? Spiders never hurt no one. That's 10 DU left. That's so much. And here I'll be wasteful with reflect beams. Oops, was that 2 or 3? 3. I don't want to be that wasteful. Yeah, we'll just be this wasteful. Yeah, welcome to the party there on the armor. Thanks for subscribing there, Mimi. Like most of the time, people get 394 armor. It's 3 stat armor. I mean, the majority, without a doubt. I lost my cursor there for a minute. In fact, I'll go as far as to say I don't think I have a single... Or no, I probably got one 4-stat 494 piece. But like every 494 piece I've had has been 3-stat. That's a pretty good piece. I've got a 494 Arcanist piece on my Waller. It's a 3-stat piece, of course. It's missing range. And of course, you know, a Waller could care less about range. That's the only 494 Arcanist piece I've found, though. And I've done that map a bazillion times. Yeah, you can get Arcanist Psalms up to 494 upgrades. Well, there is no 494 upgrade piece in the game that's not level 105. I mean, they don't exist. Nothing's gonna roll that high, you know? And not be a level 105 piece. Yeah, 105 Arcanist is super rare, for sure. I mean, 105 stuff period is rare, besides offhands. You find 105 offhands for days. What's going on there, Nico? Happy holidays to you as well. Thanks for swinging by. Alpoons for the win, Justino. That's what I'm saying. Nope. Playing my coffee cup. Wonder, you know, what are y'all doing? Got any special dinner plans or whatever for later on tonight or for tomorrow? What y'all having? You ate a lot of spaghetti and now you're regretting it? It happens. It happens. It definitely happens. Spiced mead from the bees of North Dakota? That sounds crazy. Take me some spiced mead. We got freezing rain going on today. The snow changed. It's supposed to be warming up and raining here in like the next few days. But yeah, today we got freezing rain. So we got this massive snowfall, and then it's all got like a crust of ice over the top of it all. Just gonna make a mess of everything. Your diesel fuel filter gelled up? Yeah, man. Cold weather. Well, I mean, the diesel fuel doesn't care about the wind chill, but yeah, I hear you. It doesn't take much with diesel fuel. We've got a big motorhome that's a diesel engine, but I used to have a diesel vehicle, and I was always worried about that. Living in all these cold ass places. You got blasted with snow and wind? Yeah, we've been getting snow here. I mean, it was supposed to snow for like 6 days. And now it's the weird thing is it's so far below freezing still. It's only like 12 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is way below freezing. But yeah, it didn't snow today. We got the rain instead, and it just makes it a mess because everything gets coated in ice. Such a pain in the butt. I got my curtains open. I can see out into the side, the little side field. Looks like it hasn't started snowing again, but it's supposed to switch back up to snow later on tonight. In fact, let me look real quick. My battery is not dead on my phone yet. Yeah, it says it's my phone says it's 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Still saying freezing rain. 6 degrees for you, but the real feel is -13. Dude, we had -13 for real last week. Actually, we got all the way down to -20 something. Yeah, any armor will drop at can drop at 105, but it's super rare. And when it does drop, it will have don't get hung up on the 105 thing. It's more important that armors have the right stats and right passives. Because your chance, I mean, the 105 stuff is so rare. It's like a unicorn when you actually get a 105 drop that's got everything you want on it. Tuji, thank you so much. I do appreciate the sub. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's see the fat loots. Where are you? There they are. Nope. No love on that piece. Alright, let's switch it up and do the redonkulous meta build just because it's so good on that map. So good on this map. The comments are going to be full with, why didn't you just use PDS? Sorry, y'all. I get an enormous amount of that. It's like, dude, oh shit. God damn it. I already control G'd. I don't like using the broken meta defenses. The PDS is like borderline broken meta defense. It's like same thing with sludge launchers before. I told people use sludge launchers, but I never really liked using sludge launchers myself. I like a little bit more, spice in my life than that, you know? Well, shit. This one's gonna wreck the whole group. In fact, I might end up having to restart the game here. Is this a pending crash? Nope. There we go. Alright, well, we lost 2 people. We didn't lose everybody. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry, Aramir. Poor Aramir got booted. Boot! Sure, I don't have any runes in there. Nope. Hell, I could have fit another one, probably. Alright, I should probably get it. Is that a new ability? What ability are you talking about, Alara? It could be if you're talking about something with the summoner. Oh, yeah, that's a new tower. It just came with the episode 2 update last month. The plasma defense system. It replaced the shocking beam. Give you an idea, Aramir's got the striking on point, so give you the bird's eye view of what's going on here. Everything's getting pewed.
The purple cook pots? I've heard so many different names. I've never heard the purple cook pot. That's a good one. I prefer to think it's got a R2-D2 vibe to it. But I've heard people call them trash cans. Heard people call them recycling machines. It does very much resemble a cooking pot, though. I will give you that one. The purple cook pots. Oh, yeah. The Darthies from Twister, they do look like the Darthies from Twister, huh? Could you imagine if the lids popped off and a bunch of little whirligigs flew out and blew up on baddies? That would be like a CPU drain like you wouldn't believe. You know, I haven't played V-Rising, but I've got a lot of friends that played it and said the game is just amazing. I've got it, and I just have not played it yet. But it does look really good. The map turns green and double mobs start spawning when you use PDS. I don't have a set time that I plan on playing V-Rising at the moment. I mean, I would love to, but there's only so many hours a day, and for some ungodly reason, I got addicted to all these crazy grind games that I end up putting a million hours into. That, and another thing I want to start doing too, that and it'll give me a taste of a bunch of different games, is I've got that Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for PC, and I like never ever take advantage of it. It's just stupid. I've got it for my wife because she plays on the console, you know, and I figured I might as well just have the PC version in case there's anything I want to play, but I literally have never used it. So I was thinking about doing just like one-off game reviews of the free games that are available through the Game Pass. I'll heal you, Aramir. Spider got the poison on Aramir. Decided you want to get into WoW again, man, I tell you what, I have to fight that urge every time. Like with WoW Classic being a thing, and them getting expansions, and then retail WoW getting expansions. I've spent... You guys don't even want to know, but... I mean, you all know all the hours that I've got into all these Dungeon Defenders games. Like, it's an absolutely insane amount of hours played. It's nowhere near what I've got into World of Warcraft from back in the day, and I've managed to avoid that bug because, man, that is a serious addiction. I managed to avoid that for like the last 5 years now, I want to say. Maybe even longer. But oh my god. I've got a bunch of family members that play WoW too, and that makes it even tougher. Your main in WoW has 112 days played, and you have not played in 2 expansions? Yeah. Just for comparison, my main in WoW has like 600 days played. And that's just on my main, and I've got so many different characters. It's easy. I mean, 100 days, that's a crazy amount of hours. In WoW, you just do /played in chat, and it tells you. Don't do it. Don't look at the number. You'll be embarrassed and wish you hadn't seen it. Don't allow yourself to see the /played number. Whatever you do, don't do it. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Where you at? There, gloves. No. It's a big nope on the gloves. Big nope on the gloves. All right. What next? Let's there, we got the meta out of the way. Let's do some LTs. This is a great LT map. Nine minutes. That's one of the big benefits of that map. And that was, of course, chill. It was not even, like, try-harden at all. Ah, the glorious LT. How I love you so. I mean, it's debatable to say that the LT is not a meta tower as well. It is quite powerful. Oops. Let's see. Spooters again? That gives us 70 U. How do we want to do it? Let's just go 2 and 1. Good enough, good enough. Yeah, there will be a new boss difficulty, Johan. Absolutely. So, that's the thing, too. Like, particularly if you're at the stage where you're really starting to do that endgame grind. The thing to think about is there's a new endgame grind coming. Because if there's a new boss difficulty, it means that you're going to want to go re-farm all your gear. Literally all your gear. Like, even if you're min-max now, there will be better stuff available. Well, I mean, that's how most long-term games worked, you know? World of Warcraft, we were talking about, it's a fine example. Expansion comes out, you level up, replace all your stuff, you know? I think that's a pretty good goal, Exostomp. That, and right now, just getting the runes is a big deal. You know, it's a lot of power gain. It's more runes are more important than getting perfect gear. That, and the thing is you'll find some pretty good gear while you're farming for runes. I'm gonna guess it'll be here in the next couple of months. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'd like to think it would be here by the end of February. That might be a little aggressive. I don't know. Like, I have no guesses at all. What Phil has told us so far is that he's already hard working on it. That he said that the first part of episode 2 set up, so much of the work was doing the first part with the rune system and everything else. So the remainder of episode 2 will be a much smaller update as far as like actual engineering work required to put into it. So it's not going to take a super long time. I think a couple of months is probably... I mean, that might be realistic. Like I said, unless I'm just thinking way off, you know, I think a couple of months could be pretty realistic. I think a big part of it will depend on how the updates we got right now have gone over. Like, if, you know, if more people keep playing the game, if the game performed well during the Steam sale, stuff like that, then of course, as a business, Phil will end up getting more help. Raji, what's up? The animation delay on casting this flash buff and flash heal, it's like a full 2 seconds. Like, you're supposed to be able to cast it every 5 seconds. It's got a 5-second cooldown, but you can only cast it like every 7 seconds. Crazy. LTs just clear the map too. Everything just burns. It's not going to be as fast as the PDS run, but it'll still be a pretty decent time. Yeah, just destroying here. Absolutely destroying. So, Aramir, did you keep playing on your Summoner and PoE, or did you give up? Or on your Necro? Your minion boy. Still playing it? I've got all that minion gear set aside. It probably won't be good for you in game. Might be some good leveling pieces though. You're bouncing between 5 games at the moment? Wow. Yeah, I know you've been playing Overwatch 2 as well. I'm playing 3 at the moment. I'm playing PoE, Dungeon Defenders Awaken, and Arc Knights. I always play Arc Knights on the side because it's limited as to how much play you can get in per day. It's a free to play game with a like a sanity system is what it's called, but it's like, you know, you get so much energy that you can use that recharges. But I log into Arc Knights every day pretty much. Overwatch, Dying Light, DDA, Elden Ring, and PoE. Wow. There's a game Fisk was talking about that looks pretty darn fun. I might check out. I can't remember what it's called. It's on the Game Pass. It's like a dark sense of humor sort of thing. High on Life, is that the one? It could be it. Focusing on slower things at the moment so you can catch up on shows. Nothing wrong with that. There's Fisk. What up, Fisk? Oh, shit. Fisk never mentioned that. It's got the Morty voice actor. I gotta play it now, huh? Did he actually make the game, or is he just voice acting it? Oh, it's his studio. Oh, wow. I didn't realize. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Another bummer piece. Boo. No shiny runes laying around anywhere either. Bummer. All right, so was that 3? Yeah, that was 3 on that one. So we'll make a new group again, and pick a different destination. Tell you what, though, before I do that, I think I am going to brew myself up a quick coffee here. Let me log in and clean out the... Oh! Connection failed. There we go. That's not a bad giraffe, but I've got just a million of them that are like it. Oh, well, nothing but junk. Anyway, give me just a couple of minutes, y'all, and I will be right back. I'm going to go brew up another coffee real quick and use the little boy's room, etc. Be right back in a minute. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. I just realized Blitz was locked in the studio here. I had my mic muted, but he was screaming the whole time I was gone. Little Blitz does not like being locked up. He doesn't mind if I'm in the room with him. He'll just chill. Like, he was chilling in the corner. I didn't even realize he was here. Karagas, what's up, man? What is up? I don't really do the keep public games, Johan. I've had many bad experiences there. So I do them in groups all the time in my Discord server, but I don't really generally do those public. One person doing bad things can ruin your run, and it happens to me every time I do a public keep map. But there's lots of other ones. You bugged the Lichen King onto the map on mixed mode. Game kept running so your defenses were overwhelmed. About 40 mythic runes dropped. They actually changed that. They fixed that now, I thought. That was a rune hunting strategy that people were using quite regularly. Just got home from celebrating Christmas with your family. Nice, nice. Let's see. Let's do some throne room. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see. What do we want to use? What do we have in the deck? We got LTs. We got not quite DSTs. Let's go with an LT heavy build here. Do we want to go one Aura stack? I mean, we probably could. You got an air fryer, nice. Let's see. How is the math going to work out? I wanted to do something a little bit different this time. We go 3 here. We're going to have to check. I think I put these on air. Let me look and see where they're at. Yeah, they're on air. Let's change them to special for this run. And we'll put 3 up here too. These we're going to have to protect a little bit, I think. Maybe not. It's actually leaving a little bit for traps still. We could put a set of traps over here. Just go in an explosive and gas like that. And that leaves us 5. I think we can go 1 like that, 1 like that. Is that gonna work? We might end up getting thrown at. I'm not sure. Is it an Insignia air fryer? Robert asks Sir Kragus. We've got an air fryer, a pretty nice air fryer. My mother-in-law uses it a lot. I don't know what kind of air fryer it is, but it's pretty fancy. Got these big double doors that open up, and it's got all kinds of different features and settings and whatnot. All right, so do we have a striking on there? It looks like we already have a striking going. So I might be able to go double penguins. That way we get a little bit more damage in. Oop. Lock that so I don't sell it by accident. Yeah, Aramir's got striking and speedy. So I can pet boost it and just kind of roam around. Aramir's doing the heavy lifting here. We'll go spray presents at Betty's. Here you go, Betty. Have a present. It is Christmas and all. As popular as the Insignia air fryers at Best Buy are, they have had to recall. They've had a recall on them for a while. Oh, wow. No, it's a OBH Nordica, Kragus says. You love the new DLC, waiting for it to come to console? Yeah, man. I'm not sure what there's something going on there with PlayStation DLC. I'm not sure what it is. But there's something weird going on there with it, because I don't understand. You'd think that they would want it out. It's a cash generator, you know? I mean, I know they want it there, but it's, you know, I don't know what's going on. There's something going on behind the scenes there that we're not privy to with the whole certification process and everything else. It probably had something in it that PlayStation or that Sony didn't like. And they have to, like, redo the entire thing or something to get it. I don't know. I'm completely guessing. But my guess would be there's just something in it that didn't agree with Sony certification. And they're going to have to, like, redo a bunch of stuff. Omen of the Undead. What's up, man? How you been? I saw you've been logging in to some PoE. Dude, I've been doing the hard grind in PoE. I'm actually debating on doing a really risky crafting move on a chess piece for my Righteous Fury jug. Taking a gamble with a corruption on what's already a 5 divine chess piece. Got your Frost Blade dual claw build. Nice. I'm working on a Saboteur right now, but I'm also kind of starting to get to the point where I'm fine-tuning my RF. This is the first league that I've really jumped in to, like, the Endgame crafting system and all the things. You know, I've got most of the stuff farmed from Veiled mods now. I got most of the stuff farmed from the Bestiary. So I'm able to do some work, you know? I'm able to put in some work. You've been heavily invested in Blighted. Nice, nice. See, the thing for me is I've never actually played through the entirety of the game, any league. Like, I've never gone and killed the Maven, you know? So it's all still, you know, even not diving fully into all of the various league mechanics, everything's brand new to me, you know? Like, I got my first Elder kill the other day. I actually lost to the Shaper and got a little disheartened, but because it took so much grind to get to the fight, and then I got raffle stomped. It was bad. But the Elder, I killed him on my first try. No issue. RF. May not be the fastest and most glorious, but boy, is it tanky. Oh, damn. Unlike my gift-bearing summoner here, who is not tanky at all. At Ziri and Shaper normal, you've beaten? Nice, nice. I've beaten the Elder. I did that Baron fight last night. Smoked him, no problem. And I've beaten all the prerequisite bosses to fight the Shaper, but then, like I said, I got my butt handed to me. I wish, as rough it is to farm that stuff up without straight up buying the stuff from other players. Man, I wish there was a way to replay the maps faster. Like, if you lose on the Shaper fight or something, maybe you get your... You know, I mean, I wouldn't even be against if you lost, you get your stuff back. Your little fragments. It's so much grind, man. Just to get one shot in, and then if you screw that one shot up, and then like the Elder, I've killed him like killed the Elder like 4 times now, and I haven't gotten any good loot from him. I've made a little bit. I've made probably 10 Divine off of the Elder loot, but I haven't gotten anything really great for myself. I think for me, Fisk called me out on it. I think it was Fisk, and I think he might be right, but I'm so hyped for Diablo 4, man. And I think my hype for Diablo 4 having a launch date and all that now, I think it ended up making me wanting to really grind ARPG. And PoE just had the new league start and all that, so the timing was just perfect. I didn't realize I had a bunch of dropped frames at some point during the stream. I just noticed that. I didn't see it bogged down at all the whole time, but... Alright! Get packaged. Get y'all presents. Hell down. We lost our tank. We're gonna have to tank him out. Ooh. Ooh. We got a rogue tank. Summoner tank is just not a good idea. Don't get to the LTs. Looks like I got him distracted now. Oh no, low health, low health. We got him. We got him. Goblin Mech has been packaged. Christmas present delivered. Alright, come on, be snazzy. Be an extra shiny piece. Where you at? It's not the piece I'm looking for. Not at all the piece I'm looking for. What about the bracers? I don't see them laying. Is that... No, that's not them. Is that them? Yeah, they're there. Oh, bummer on the bracers too. What you gonna do? Run it again, but what are we going to do this next time? Some flamethrowers, maybe? Can't go wrong with flamethrowers, right? Or Hal wants to build. Yeah, man, go for it. I've got a big giveaway starting tomorrow morning, Shark. I don't have everything set that I was going to give away yet in it for the holiday, so it'll be starting tomorrow morning. There will be a video going up on my YouTube channel. Right now, I'm streaming everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, the whole enchilada. So it's not really possible to do a giveaway while live when I'm streaming everywhere. There is no giveaway bot that can handle all that. Let's check out Hal's build, see what he's got here. Hal busting out the spinny boys. Very nice. Using the Rune here. They're actually quite powerful if you combine it with a fused or a runed buff beam. Yeah, check the YouTube channel tomorrow morning, Shark. It'll be there, and I'll be promoting it through. I'm going to be streaming every day but Christmas, till the end of the year. So we'll be promoting that giveaway throughout the end of the year. Dempoons can never go wrong with Dempoons. Poons and Flame Bursts. I still don't have any good PoE skins, man. There's none that are in my price range. Those PoE skins look really nice, but man, they are expensive. Expensive. That you sell that new supporter pack. They just put a supporter pack out, $480. Like, oh my god. I mean, it has some pretty damn cool looking stuff in it, but $480? Woof. Damn. Yeah, I don't have any. I look like a level 38 warrior in World of Warcraft with all the mixed matched armor and rando weapons and whatnot. That's what my PoE character looks like. No buff beams on the spinny boys, huh? I was expecting you to throw a ruined buff beam on these. They're so powerful with it. But, I mean, that would have been 12 more DU. You would have had to get rid of some stuff. But it looks good. We got fireballs. The lovely flame burst. That's ruined, or it wasn't. The DPS amount is so high. That's got the fancy buff beam on it.
Yep, 171%. Harpoon tower set to wreck. And then we got gas and splitty tower up here. Let's do it. I don't have more luck, per se. But playing in a group is more mobs, which more mobs equal more drops. More drops equal more chances. Not better chance to get something better, but more chances at getting something better. Oh, dang, Omen. Crazy. You'd be proud of me this league, though, Omen. I've been putting in the work, man. I got my Atlas cleared. I'm fighting some of the main bosses. I haven't made it all the way to the end yet. But I've dove into the trading system and made some good currency. Sharknader with the sub. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. The presents are just, it's so fun to use once you get used to it. It takes some getting used to with the whole shot type with that arc. But man, once you do, it is so much fun. Making me want to do a video with the Spinny Boys. I haven't done a video with any of those yet. It's definitely a powerful addition. That rune, the rune for this one makes it so it's no longer a blockade, so enemies can pass through it. But also means that it's not targetable, so it's not going to get destroyed by anything other than cobalt explosions. So as long as you have enough power where you're killing cobalts, it never takes damage. And it just sits there and spins on everything. And it does a ton of damage. That one at level 3 is doing 2.5 million, which, remember, it's fused. So that's actually 5 million in effective damage. No, range doesn't scale. Not to a point where it would be worth using. I don't think it scales at all, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it gets no benefit from range. But, I mean, the range on it is good enough. Well, I mean, the tower wouldn't visually get bigger, but the hitbox could, you know? But it just wouldn't be worth using, because even if you doubled the range, it just wouldn't be shit, right? I mean, the only way it'd be worth using is if you could slap one here, and it would cover the side lanes too. It's definitely clearing, no problem, though. This trap isn't even getting any work in. 34 million damage done. It's like, done nothing. because nothing's making it past. Spinny boys. Now we need a DPS Juicy Fruit pet that has this shot type, but it lobs little juice bags that explode on impact. How cool would that be? Go Phil. We busted them up. We busted them up. The being able to change targeting completely changed the Flame Burst Tower. The problem the Flame Burst Tower had is it was fodder targeting. So that rune, for it, you would never want to use that rune and have it set on fodder targeting. You know, because the rune changes it to a single target tower, so you no longer get the explosion. I mean, it completely saves the rune, to be honest. It makes the tower hit like a truck. I mean, is there one that's full up? So let's see. Or we'll up this one. 24 million, almost 25 million DPS, but remember, it's fused. So that number is doubled, because it's doing double damage to the enemies. So, near 50 million DPS, but it's single target. But at 50 million DPS, it's just going to one-tap literally everything shy of an ogre. All right, let's bust them up. Busting them up. We just gonna have to burn them and kite them. As long as the copters are the only things that'll get us. If a copter blows us up, then we're screwed, you know? Oh yeah. Give me that backdoor shot there, Goblin Mech. Backdoor present delivery. It sounds so terrible. Oh yeah, so effective. Air means it targets air enemies first and switches to special targeting. Special enemy targeting, there's a priority list. It's like Jinn, Sharkin, Lycan, Sirens, and it goes down the list. And then Fodder has a target priority list as well that starts off with the small enemies like goblins and stuff. There's a video on my YouTube channel going through the exact priorities
Bunk polearm. Looted it on the wrong person. Dang it. Oh, they're so strong, Raji. And if you pair that with the buff beam, like an ogre can't make it through. It's that much DPS. DPS apprentice going hard, Aramir says. Oh, we lost 2. Merry Christmas to you as well there, Casser. Man, I just cannot get bracers for the life of me. Alright, what are we going to do for the last one here? Oh, I said we were going to do flamethrowers. Let's do flamethrowers. So we need to go 3 stacks for flamethrowers. We're gonna have to go 1? I think we might have to go 1. Wonder if we're gonna have enough for that. You know what? I actually want to place them farther this way and angle them towards the center. That way they'll overlap a little bit. Actually, do the same thing here for the inevitable Jinn that will come rolling out. I think we can be generous with the DU too. Can we be this generous? I don't know. We'll see. Might not be able to be this generous. Then we need something for the middle. Maybe we'll throw a couple of laser beams in the mid. Gonna need some reflex though. Now we gotta pray. Oh, I never put one over here. Oh yeah, I did. I put it there. That's a weird spot. I guess it's not that weird. Okay, and then 16 left. And we'll go... Maybe? Come on, Root. Beam. Beam.
There we go. That works. Now, will it hold is the question. Oh, I missed a buff beam. Where do I free up some DU? Need 3 DU for a buff beam. Or we get rid of that buff beam. How criminal is that? Oh, you know what the thing to do is? Get rid of the aura buff beams. I only need to get rid of one of them. We'll get rid of the one on this side, since the other side will have the ogres. Actually, yeah. We'll get rid of this one. And then the auras are tagging along with that one. So now we'll place another one here. Kind of bonk, but should work out. Yeah, the DST will shoot through walls, and the wisps will go around walls. So the wisps function like as if there's no walls. See how this holds. It's all about those kobolds and where a kobold gets thrown. I don't think elemental combos will come. I mean, many players think elemental combos ruin DD2 because they're entirely too meta. Like, just leaps and bounds more powerful than anything else in the game. So with that in mind, I think it was probably a design decision that they wish they wouldn't have made. So I seriously doubt elemental combos will ever come to DDA. I mean, it might. If enough people say they want them, then it probably will, but... yeah, it's a fun concept for sure. What's going on there, Dark Shadow? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back, I should say. This one's the one double dipping, so we'll give it a little extra love here. A Paragon system for mana level or mana pickup radius. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get me to do it, dude. But some sort of... I'm not against some sort of like Paragon system or some sort of like seasonal theme where you start seasonal characters. I'm not against any of that stuff. I love the seasons in Diablo and Path of Exile and various games. The ancient power system in DD2 is kind of meh. Straight up terrible, in fact. But, you know, having reasons to play through the game again is always a good thing.
Found a way to shoot multiple secondary fire orbs with the apprentice. Nice. Shooting them out pretty quick, it looks like. $41 million per. Jesus, dude. Just shredding it, huh? The pets are quite fun, Augie. It's got a really weird lob to it with the presence that takes a little getting used to, but once you get used to it, it's extremely powerful and quite fun to use. But you got to get used to that arc. Like the weird, it's like a high arc lob, like a mortar fire shot or something. But yeah, like I said, once you get used to it, it's just really awesome. Making lots more of them. I personally would be for that Exo Stomp, but Phil is very against towers shooting through walls. I know that for a fact. He looks at it as dumb. It dumbs down the strategy element of the game too much. So I'm pretty sure there's never going to be anything shooting through walls in the future. I'm surprised DSTs still do, to be honest. What map besides Aquanos would I like to see return? I mean, you know, Aquanos obviously being the big enchilada. Would love to see Aquanos. I wouldn't be against Morago coming back. I think Morago was a great map. I think King's Game was a super fun map. Desert Nose. That's King's Game, the chessboard map. I think that one would be a fun one. It's definitely a very unique game, unique map. A lot of people don't know about the secret on that one, Exo Stomp. I mean, a lot of people do, obviously, but a lot of people don't. Well, I mean, they didn't make them more expensive. They made them what they were supposed to be. It was a bug that the summoners' defenses were all so cheap. It trivialized the entire game. That was not a good thing. That was a bug that was fixed. I mean, it took any challenge away from the entirety of the game. So it was good that that got fixed. It was ruining every new player's experience. Considering you could build the entire map out with just minions right at the start of every map. There was no losing anything ever, or any challenge. I'm gonna have to turn him around here. Turn around, mister. Oh wow, I got yeeted. Holy crap. Oh shoot, I did it again. Wrong damn chest. Or wrong hero. Ah, I got a gun though. Hey, RNG smiled upon me. Oh man, it's a Protean Cannon Mark II, but it's a super low roll and only 2 stats. Bummer. Where's my bracer? Meh, not a great bracer either. I'm pretty sure I got a way better gemstone than that, but I'll snag it anyway just to be sure. All right, so was that 3 runs? It was 3 runs. All right, so let's queue up another one, y'all. Once again, I will remake the group here, but feel free to rejoin. I just want to give anybody else that wants in an opportunity to. I don't know, if I had to pick, like, 2 maps, or say 3 maps, say I had to pick 3. If I had to pick 3 maps that would return to that would come to DDA from DD1, number 1 would be Aquanos. Number 2 would probably be the King's Game. And number 3 would be Morago. And then I'll take that step forward. One more step forward. I think if there was a super challenging map that was maybe a mixture of like an assault and a defense, kind of like Poly in DD1, I think that would be good for the higher tiered endgame players. Now, a lot of people would be pissed that they'll never be able to beat it. Just like in DD1, so many people can't beat Poly. But it would add that high-level challenge. Tinker's Lab's a pretty cool map, too. I mean, there's a lot of really just cool layouts. Definitely a ton of really cool layouts. All right. I kind of want to try that Flamethrower build. What's going on, Skylar? I haven't tried this 4-player. You know what I want to do, though? I want to try a Wave 100 4-player. I want to see if this will work. Bring either pet summoner pet damage or boosters, y'all. Let's try this just for science. I'm doing good there, Skylar. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Let's try a Wave 101 start. Liking King, difficulty, of course. I'm just curious if this will hold. Remember, if you're going to be on a summoner that's not in overcharge or in overlord mode, then Siren are going to throw at us and blow this up. So either be on a summoner that's in overlord mode or don't stand in the middle. One of the two. Ah, shoot. You know what? Let's give this Aura its own. Oh, shoot. It just picked up on that one, then. Here. There. Now the Aura will be on its own. Your 600 mil DPS new cap? Yeah, that'd probably be fine. All right. I'm more curious than anything else if it will hold 4-player. Let's see, I'm gonna need a striking and a speedy. Spiders would be a nice addition. But now I've already got, actually I don't think I could fit them back here, can I? They're gonna get exploded. Spiders would definitely be a nice addition with the 2 leftovers. I just got a feeling they're gonna get hit. Let me move those reflect beams. We can go... We go 1 there. And 1 there. We might still be able to fill the cracks with a 2DU. No, it doesn't look like I can. Well, we don't need the cracks filled, though. We can just go to there. Will give us plenty of side protection. There's 2 left over. I'll put these 2 here just to trigger everyone. Are y'all triggered? Yeah, there's Overlord mode, Morden. I'm going to be all about the Overlord mode here in a moment. Sith Phil with the sub. Thank you so much for the tier 2 sub there, Sith Phil. I do appreciate it a ton. Forgot about that bazillion mana you get left over since we're doing a wave 100 start. That spider could get smacked directly, huh? Well, I'm doing the, this character shit, or no castrate. Yeah, good call, good call. Oop, missed a some heat cannons too. You don't get as much of a benefit with the castrate with the smart upgrades. All right, let's see if it's gonna work. Oh, and you don't have to shoot the portals. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't have to. Cast rate is just a random drop for passives. So put it on, you know, it drops on a weapon. So put it on a builder that you don't DPS on. I see it all the time. Has it become a little rare for you? Oh yeah, 4 players, no problem. Old Finnegan over there just got walloped. Yeah, I'll show you a castrate weapon here. It's just a passive roll. It's like I said, it's actually quite common. And since you're going to be throwing it on builders anyway that you don't play actively, it doesn't even matter if it's a crap weapon. Like if it's a blue crappy weapon that just happens to have castrate on it, you're good. Now, 2 words, Jake. 2 words. Not castrate, cast rate. So you see the second passive cast rate. I got it on both on this EV, so this guy's a super speedy one. Apparently, the way I say cast rate, as you all instantly go to the castration. Been watching since 2016. Nice, Jake. Well, Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. Or Merry Christmas, depending on where you're at in the world. It's Christmas Eve for me. Oh, Beef Supreme brought the beef. Nope. Wave 101 was fine. Wave 102 is a no. I wasn't even looking. I'm assuming we had shit go bad there before that guy got up and started swinging. Well, Wave 101 held. It did indeed. That's 101 Liking King difficulty, too. It's not just your regular old Wave 101. Let's do it on mixed mode now and actually get some loot. I mean, if it'll hold Wave 100 Liking King survival, it's going to do mixed mode like it's nothing. That glitch you found. I'm not sure what glitch you're referring to, but there's quite a few people that were abusing the crap out of the flamethrowers. Overlord visual after. I thought you were talking about the flamethrower glitch. That's been actually fixed, but the flamethrowers were doing a pretty absurd and unusual things on this map when the update first came out. Merry Christmas from Denmark, from Power Dude. Well, Merry Christmas to you as well. Tell Denmark I said what's up. Thanks, Jake. I said Merry Christmas to you last time too, man. Yeah, I got your message. Thank you very, very much. Shoot, I never put the R's down. I did it again. God dang it. One of these days I will not derp. Send you a tin of Danish butter cookies? I got a feeling they won't make it here by Christmas, Robert. You're spoiled there, you get presents on the 24th. A lot of places do that. Oh shit, I screwed it up again. Nobody called me on it. Because I'm using the overclock rune, so you have to basically assign everything to a specific buff beam rune, which I screwed up again. So, let's get rid of all the buff beams. Okay, so by putting this buff beam here and not hitting anything else, it is locking in on those auras. So this buff beam and these auras are assigned to each other now. Now I can put a buff beam here that's not going to interfere with the aura buff beam. And then one here that's not going to interfere with the aura buff beam, etc. That way, there's as few amount of defenses as possible on the buff beam, because the more defenses we have on the rune, the less bonus damage we get. So the fewer the better. It starts off at 250% bonus damage, and it goes down 63% for every defense on that buff beam. Oh, it's all good, Jake. It's all good. Why are... Oh, I don't have any mana. Oh, I'm sitting here thinking we're on wave 100. I'm like, how did I run out of mana? We are not on wave 100, y'all. Just saying. How long did that take me? God, it took me 4 minutes to build. Aramir probably ran to the grocery store and back. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what I said. Anything more than one, you get less. So it takes 1 to trigger it. 2, you get 63% less. 3, you get 63% less, etc. You don't get any benefit with 0. There's nothing there to trigger it. So you have to have the first one down just to trigger the rune itself. Yeah, you know, I normally do put that Warden route down for the slow. That one, I think no one was paying attention. We were all AFK. And just something went wrong that we could have easily caught. Is that a... I got a proton beam there instead of a wall? What? Oh my god. Oh, that's a overclock beam. That's what you were talking about. I was wondering what the hell you were talking about. I didn't even see it until the end of the wave. Oh, I didn't get any sleep last night at all. I slept maybe 2 hours. And there's just not enough caffeine in the world to keep me going here. Not enough caffeine in the world. Is the ogre coming in? Nope. Not gonna hold. So I guess 4-player, we just need a pet. Or we need to split the buff beams up more. Well, I'll be shocked if this holds through the rest. I mean, the ogres are dead now. The electric aura might hold them off. Man, I thought for sure this was going to just steamroll 4-player. But, I mean, it didn't take all the mana to do all the upgrades, etc. There's a million things it did wrong there on this one. Right, we got enough to rebuild. Looks like it. Let me check the heat cannon targeting. I may have changed them because I was swapping stuff around to play with different things. I got it on special enemy targeting. Let's put it on strong, though. I mean, you would think they'd be hard-pressed to hit anything else. Because their range is so short. That, and we didn't put any spiders in either. That may have just been a fluke. We'll have to see here. Yeah, there will be a new bonus difficulty when the new boss comes. Video. Yeah, I did a video covering it all. It doesn't really apply to someone who's been playing the game for almost a decade and already has all the backspaces and all that. It's definitely a big new player thing, though, for DD2. New player quality of life. Merry Christmas to you as well there, Brian. Thanks for swinging by. Hopefully the scaling isn't as high as Lycan was. There we go. Yeah, now they're shooting at Ogus. There's a video on my YouTube channel about it, but I don't remember the full list, but it's Jin, Sharkin, Lycan, Siren, Copter Ogre, regular Ogre, I think. Or Ogre, then Copter Ogre. Something like that. I've got a video. If you just search on YouTube, search DDA target priorities, it'll pop that video up. You gotta have the cash to unlock them, Marvel. They're expensive. So you spend gold to unlock the runes. If you don't have the gold, you can't unlock them. Yeah, there we go. Went a lot better that time. Nothing jumping out at me. Yeah, that's not enough gold, Marvel. That won't unlock an 8 out of 8 rune. 8 out of 8 rune requires, you see it down at the bottom, 250 billion. So you're a little short of having enough money to unlock it. Alright. Let's do a different map. Let's see. Junk, and junk. Let's see, what else do we want to use today? We didn't use enough poons, man. Oh, I don't know what you were doing that whole time. There, Aramir. I wasn't paying attention. We definitely did not use enough poons. Needs more harpoons in our lives, y'all. Just saying. They're really good. They're single target. They're single target heavy hitters now with the rune. Harpoon's in pretty good shape in DDA. Godly gear just covers the ground when you get to endgame Dark Shadow. You're not throwing away godly gear. Godly gear is shit until you find the right godly gear. Just because something is godly, it doesn't mean anything at all. A transcendent piece that's a high roll with the right stats on it is far more powerful than a godly piece with the wrong stats on it. So don't obsess over it being godly, because godly is literally going to cover the ground once you get to endgame. Until you get to endgame, though, just don't obsess over it. It doesn't matter if it's godly. What matters is the stats that are on it. It's a stat-based game.
Let's see. Where do we want to poon? Let's poon the Magus quarters. Get a little gold. Magus quarters, if you do it on Liking King difficulty, every run you're going to be making about 50 billion gold at a minimum. So it's definitely a very good go-to farming spot. No, there's no info on split screen yet. Let's see. Let's get that buff beam in to lock down the auras. I think we'll switch back to... Or no, I've still got the gemstones here. The arc is so wide, the firing range is so wide on harpoons, you almost don't really need to aim them. You just point them in a general direction. They did a lighting update, what, back like 6 months ago or so? One of the big problems with the game is the lighting was way turned up. I can tell you what happened. I mean, I don't know this. This is me guessing. But you got a bunch of artists and developers that were used to using Unreal 3. And they started using Unreal 4, and they had access to all these different lighting tools and everything. Volumetric fog and everything else, that they got way too carried away with it. So just by toning that down, it made everything look a million times better. You know? Let's see. We got enough for some spooters. A DST pet. All of the tower pets will be super cool additions. I really hope that Phil ends up putting them in. I mean, a DST pet will be awesome. A harpoon pet will be awesome. A flame burst pet. I mean, a flame burst pet will be incredible. Bloom was through the roof in Eternity. Yeah, well, there's DST. The DST and the harpoon were both added in. And they're awesome. I'm not sure if there are any more. I don't think there are any more pets. There may be. Well, I mean, an electric arc pet wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. I think it would have to be a tower. I mean, I'll rock some auras. There, Robert. I ain't hating. But I got a feeling it won't create any excitement from the developers to do an aura pet. It's pretty good the way it is, Old Northern Soul, but I think that's a great idea for another rune. I mean, I think that rune is very, very good now, especially with the change to enemy targeting. But I think that makes a great idea for an additional rune. Remember, it's not always going to be one rune per defense. There will be other runes that come out. Defenses will get more runes. I think that's a great thought for another one. We should try flame bursts with that rune on a map here next. I think we'll have time to run one more. I'm gonna
these streams every day for the rest of the year, generally speaking, I'm going to go about 4 hours a day. Today, since it's Christmas Eve, I'm going to go a little under, and then I'll have another one that will go longer. Actually, it'll probably make New Year's Eve go really long, maybe. Well, I mean, flame bursts will wreck. That's never been a question. The issue has always been the targeting with flame bursts. I mean, there's no doubt it will wreck. I mean, it's gonna literally one-tap everything it touches. You know? We'll do it on a map where I don't have to sit here in Overlord mode. Like, we'll do the Demon Lord. The Demon Lord fight is like the perfect map to test out tower-type defenses, because you get a good view of what they're going to do against a boss. Plus, are they able to actually clear the lanes, you know? I think Flame Burst will just slap, though. I mean, it's going to be hitting harder than a DST per shot, right? EVA got new defenses, and the buff beam got a rune that's completely game-changing there, Marvel. The overclock rune for the buff beam is ridiculous. Completely changes the game and how you build. No more is it better to spam lots of things on one buff beam. You know? Those days are gone. Well, the problem there is it's single target. I mean, it's super high single target, so it's going to do good in any role, really. But its issue will be that it's single target. You do the exact same thing you used to do before, Marvel. Nothing has changed on how you build or how you use any character. You just have to look at the rune descriptions. I mean, it's not like... I say it was game-changing, but it wasn't game-changing to the sense of it's going to take anything at all to figure out how to use it. Basically, do the exact same thing you used to do. It just... If you're gonna do your same old build, spamming a million things on one buff beam, then don't use the rune. You know? Ren, what's up, man? Merry Christmas to you. Boy, these poons, though. These poons. Oh, my God. These bad boys pierce, too. It's my favorite. As far as tower-type defenses go, it's definitely one of my favorite in the game. 3 is not the magic number. The magic number is 2. You get the most damage gain per DU spent out of 2 towers on a buff beam. However, you can get away with 3 and still do really well. And you can even get away with 4 and still have more than an unruined buff beam. But if you're looking for a specific number that's the best mathematically, it's 2. 2 defenses will give you the most damage gain per DU spent. This is I did a huge damage breakdown and spreadsheet with way too much information on it. But it is it's very good info to know. Well, you figure more than 4 and you lose. So if you go 5, it's worse than an unruined buff beam. You get negative damage. So you would never want to go 5. Or at the most, 2 ideally. And only 1 if you want to do crazy things that shouldn't be allowed. Crazy things that shouldn't be allowed. Where are you? There they are. Ah, bummer. Another bum piece. We need runes? No runes. Wisps actually took a little bit of a hit. Nothing was changed with the wisp itself, but how mobs come out was changed. People were saying they wanted a more chaotic experience with more mobs dumping out at once. So the way enemies come out has been changed drastically, and it made wisps take a little bit of a hit. What's going on, battery? Alright, so let's see. Let's see if this guy has even got a decent set of gear. Not exceptional, but not terrible either. What am I missing? Looks like I'm missing accessories. Yeah, I got a bunch of bum accessories. I got bum gear around all the way around here. Actually, I probably got some upgrades for this guy. Let's see. I haven't looked at this character's gear in so long. Rate and defense damage. Yes, please. Ren with the gift sub. Thank you so much there, Ren. I do appreciate it a ton. See, I had... Well, we want to look at gloves. Range rate, power rate, but a super low roll. Here's a little better. Little bit better stuffs. Give us some accessories real quick, too. This poor apprentice has been just abused sitting on the sidelines. Alright, let's check. What do we need? Bracers and a brooch, basically. I mean, that's better than what I'm using. Without even really looking at anything else. I think I saved just a bunch of mana regen stuff, yeah. Alright, and then a brooch. Do we have a brooch? Fort and rate. Bunch of DPS brooches. There's one with 418 power. That will work. Boop, 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 boop. Wrong button. I'm doing good, Cyber. How about yourself? I personally don't use wisps like I used to. I use wisps more as an ogre killer, and I set them to strong. Is what I personally do. Alright, so now if we look, and the stats are a little bit more friendly. I've already got the rune equipped. So let's just look at this rune real quick and see... Obviously, this is just with one. Thanks for subscribing there, Spider-Man. 16 million damage per shot, 4 times a second. That's what? 63 million change DPS against fused enemies? Well, according to the tooltip, it's even more than that. That would have it at like 65 and a half. All right. Let's try our boy and see how fast he gets wrecked. All right, we'll give him some CC. Yep. See, let's give those guys their own beam. I think we'll throw a couple of traps in the back here just for good measure. And we'll put this on a triple. Referring to the number of defenses on the beam. So remember, when you're using this, crowd control doesn't affect it, so the ensnare aura doesn't affect it. So we're getting 189% bonus damage at tier 1 because we got 3 defenses. We got that electric aura and then 2 explosive traps. Up here, the only thing we've got on it is the electric aura. So we look here, it's at 315% bonus damage. Just makes it shred. Hey, Dan, what's up, man? And then we want to go way overboard. Like, ridiculously. So let's go way ridiculously overboard. So it's 9 I gotta save. Then I gotta save 12. You know what? Let's do this. We'll put the one in the middle. Will be a single powerhouser. And then we'll go 2 out here. What does that leave me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves me 60 U for reflect beams, which should be more than sufficient. So here we're going to put these 2 on 1. So with 2 defenses there, it's at 252%. Here, with just 1 defense, that one's at 315%. And then these will be 2 defenses as well. And then we'll go, what? Let's go with a big 2DU reflect beam there, and then a couple of 1s off to the side. That'll leave us something for the core, just because. Or do we want something for... Let's give summoner protection instead. Or any ranged heroes that might want to chillax here. And then we can just throw the leftover right here. Alright, so I'm going to go back to DPS pets. We'll use those guys. I mean, this should just, like, vaporize everything. What's going on, Twisted Fire? Even Walmart is closed? Because of the ice and snow, Thaden, or because of the holiday? Alright, let's do it. Oh, shoot. I never changed their targeting. God damn it. We're going to have to carry this first wave, maybe. Yeah, man. I mean, they're just absolutely shredding. Look at how many projectiles we're losing into walls and whatnot, too. If they added in that anti-clipping that harpoons have, and that, like, the PDT has, the Flame Burst would be so incredibly powerful. Like, one of the strongest towers in the entire game. I mean, obviously, it's not having any problem getting the job done. Well, the problem there is it's single target. It all comes down to it being single target. It'll be usable. Everything's usable on the keep now. But it's not going to clear the huge dumps of mobs coming out because it's single target, you know? Presents and fireballs, you know? Gotta cover it all there, Theoden. Or, Red. The Nutcracker pets were, holiday DLC. Oh, I agree, 100%. There, Northern Soul. Did a great job with it, for sure. I mean, the rune system just adds mad diversity. And remember, I don't think... Did I set the target priority? I'm not sure I did. Well, I've got electric arrows set up. They're Twisted Fire, as you see. Oh, face rolled. So much for that 2,500 mana. I went around and collected all that for nothing. Oops. Oopsies. I guess we won't be needing those upgrades after all. Oh, we got something stuck? Or no, we got the slow spawners. Alright, so we wanted to change that. If I didn't already. I may have changed it already when I was playing around. Okay, I didn't. So, since it's a single target defense, you don't want it to be on fodder targeting. Because an ogre will walk up, and if there's a goblin right next to it, it's going to shoot the goblin and not the ogre. So you want it to be on special enemy targeting. And I'll take that one step further. If it was a map that had a bunch of flyers, remember air targeting will target flyers first, and then it's special enemy targeting after that. So if it was a flyer intensive map, you'd even want to change the priority to air. I need to do another video on that since the old one is so old and there's new systems now. Because it's a single target defense. I'm more concerned about special enemies than I am how strong they are. These are going to melt anything it hits, so it doesn't matter how strong enemies are. But things like Jinn could vacuum cleaner up one of my auras, and if there's a Sharkin on the ground, the Sharkin's got more health than the Jinn, so it's going to be shooting at the Sharkin and not the Jinn when I need it to be killing the Jinn. Strong directly refers to their amount of HP. So the only time you ever want to use strong, if it's a tower that's specifically there just to kill ogres, nothing else. Yeah, strong means their maximum health. Dang it, died again. Mid-glide. Lots of people lost power. Oof. Girlfriend's parents were without power for 30 hours? That's nuts, man. Especially in the winter. Hopefully they got gas heat. Well, I guess there's no power to turn the blower on. Hopefully they got a fireplace. Yeah, that's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Now maybe I can quit dying every 2 seconds. I gotta quit jumping in front of ogres, thinking I'm on my squire. But yeah, man, these things are going to one-tap just everything. Nothing is safe. Yeah, for sure. Right. I mean, they're going to melt the Demon Lord like it's nothing. And I've thrown away all of the mana, too. So remember, this is without proper upgrades because I've keep dying and throwing the entire ground worth of mana away. But yeah, between these presents and the Demon Lord, or in the fireballs, the Demon Lord is going to get just walloped. You went and got them, and they're at your place for the day? Well, that's good. We're dependent on power here. We don't have, we're full power everything. We don't have any gas. I'm not going to go through all my gear, Spider-Man. That would take an hour, man. I'm like 13k main stat on just about everything. Or better. But yeah, sorry dude, but I'm just not going to go through all my gear on live stream. I might do a video someday about it because people keep asking, but remember, it's a stat-based game. It's not about individual pieces of gear. It's about how much stat you got. But I'm 13,000 power plus on just about everybody. I probably got a straggler. Actually, I think even my auras are over 13k now. Because I've just gotten so much better gear for them. Well, I mean, everybody is now. There's a massive amount of power creep in the game now with runes. If you get 8 out of 8 runes, even without having great gear, you're just going to steamroll all of the content. So everything, it's all about the runes right now. The pets I'm using are actually the new penguins that dropped from the Christmas map, Mig. These are a transmog that was from the holiday DLC. The nutcrackers. I'll show that stuff off here in just a moment. Go presents. Oh, they're getting so distracted. When they switch over to the boss, they're shredding him. The flame bursts are not hitting the boss at all. That's disappointing. I wanted to see him burn. It's like no shots at all are going into the boss. Now there's some finally. And look at the burn on him when the flame bursts switch over. But I mean, he got melted. Penguins are slightly more DPS, but they take getting used to. So, I mean, they're not so much better where you just got to stop if you really like using the little bombers, but they are a little more damage. But you have to get used to their shot. It's a really weird high mortar shot arc sort of thing. Where are you at, kitty? Terrible. Terrible. Big bummer. Where's my brooch? Is that it? There it is. It's got rate on it at least, but not a great brooch. Penguins don't shoot flyers. They shoot copters. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest with you, compared to other flyers. I'm going to pop out here, y'all. I'll show you guys the new holiday DLC since, so many people start asking. I'm actually about to go have New Year's Eve dinner there, Ren, so I will be gone. But the holiday DLC brought a few different... That's the wrong hero, huh? This guy, we'll give him that cat for now. So, It brought cosmetics, of course. One of them being, or two pet transmogs. These two right here, the snowman. Here's a look at the snowman. It looks really cool. The only thing I wish on the snowman is I wish it was a little bigger. It does look cool, though. What's going on there, Moose? Thanks for subscribing there, Beg. Mig, thank you for subscribing as well. And then we got the one I've been using, this Nutcracker, which sadly we're not getting a good view on this screen, but I like the Nutcracker. I just think it looks really good. And then for... that's part of the DLC. You get these for free. The penguin. This is the fusion penguin. This drops from the new map. Ren with the gift subs again. Thank you so much. So, little fused penguin with a over-the-shoulder rocket launcher sort of thing. I actually like the unfused version better. It's one of the few pets where I actually like the unfused one more. But yeah, a little penguin with like a shoulder-mounted cannon that's shooting out the hotness. And then additionally, what the Krampus wings were added in. These were from last year. That candy cane was from last year as well. And then there's a hat too, right? There's reindeer horns, I think. Oh, there's several. This was the... see, is the elf hat part of the DLC, or... the elf hat's probably part of the DLC. I'm not positive on that. Either the Krampus or the elf hat is, and the other one was a login reward. And then reindeer antlers and a gingerbread mask. I like that little elf hat. Now, the real question here is, how does the hat on a hat look with the elf hat? Because, I mean, that's like high priority life and living right there. Let's see. Hat on a hat. Oh, it actually fits it better. Weird. Let's grab the regular apprentice. Or my regular apprentice. Or that one's gold. That one's far from regular, huh? Let's grab a default apprentice. Crash to your loot. There we go. Crash to your loot. How is this hat on a hat? I mean, it fits the hat better. That's the way it should look. But there's just a little bit of... oh, wow, that completely replaces it. Holy shitballs, look at that. There's just something to the allure of the original hat on a hat with the the Santa hat. There's just something to that one that's just glorious, right? What if you went that hat? No, that replaces the whole thing. Yeah, there's just something about that little Santa hat there, cocked off to the side like that. Login reward was the Santa hat? Okay, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, anyway, that's the holiday DLC stuff. It's cheap. It's like $5. It's a low-cost DLC for sure. Alright, y'all. Well, I am going to hop off here for today, and tomorrow for that matter, and go enjoy a little family time for the holidays. I'll probably be back online later on. Anybody in Discord is around. Tomorrow morning. Now, we'll be advertising it when we go back live again on the 26th. I'm going to take Christmas off to spend time with the family. But on the 26th, we'll be going live again every day through the rest of the year at 2 p.m. Pacific time, playing some DDA. So make sure to swing on back by. I will be advertising a giveaway that's coming then. However, it's actually going to go live tomorrow morning, so I will put up a video on the YouTube channel on how to enter. There's going to be an absolute ton of various rewards, so make sure to swing on over and get entered in. But anyway, y'all, thank you all so much for hanging out. Merry Christmas to everyone who is celebrating Christmas, and happy holidays and whatnots to anyone that's celebrating any holiday at all. But anyway, thanks a ton, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on the 26th. Take it easy, y'all.